Hi everyone, it is Sunday 29th of September 2024 and I'm in Haddiscoe, Norfolk, UK. I've come to see this beautiful church, which is St Mary's Church. Very old, originally built in 1140 AD, so started its life medieval, I guess. It's been changed over the years, of course. Beautiful round tower with the bottom half being from the Saxon era, the middle part being Norman, and then the checkerboard top, the checkerboard battlements at the top there, added in around the 15th century. Awesome, absolutely awesome. So what I'm going to do today is have a look around the graveyard. There's some really old stones here. Probably not going to be able to read them all as per usual, but it looks pretty interesting to me. Do you know, I pass this one all the time when I'm travelling sort of to and from Norwich area, and I keep saying I'm going to stop in, and so today I have. That's awesome, look. Let's go check it out. I do love these old churches, I have to say. Really do. Just something about them, don't you think? Some interesting graves. This looks like Will and Emma Cole. Walter Will. 20th of January 1873, age 1 year old. Oh, bless. Lillian. 1884, 9 months old. Oh, bless their hearts. Rest in peace, guys. Rest in peace. This is the Cole family. This here and one at the back. William and Elizabeth. Difficult to read. I think Elizabeth died 1881, January 17th, 1881. She was 87. I don't know who's in that little sunken one there. And in memory of Samuel Cole. Samuel was 74 years old. He died in 1879. And it looks like Caroline underneath, but that's all peeled off. Rest in peace, guys. Lovely cemetery. We will go inside the church in a bit. Let's have a look at some of these graves. Can't read that one. Sacred to the memory of William, the beloved son of William and Sarah Hubbard, who died 28th of December 1856, aged 17 years old. God bless. Some more Hubbards here. That's William Hubbard. He died at 78 years old. I want to say that that's 1886, but I can't really see very well. Now, it may be that one. I'm not going to start lifting graves. I might be able to read that actually. Yeah, is in memory of 3 brothers born of one birth, sons of William and Sarah Hubbard, who died in their infancy, 1840. Also another of their sons who died an infant in 1845. So triplets, stillborn by the sounds of it, or died very, very young. And they're the sons of William and Sarah Hubbard who are in these graves. Who's in this one here, see? Rest in peace, Hubbard family. Bless your hearts. That's really sad. It's the Kettle family. I can read Mary. Unfortunately can't read them too well. We're not going to be able to read that one. We can see some detail on there still. That's awesome. There's graves on both sides there, look. See these ones here? Benjamin died in 1864. William, the beloved son of Samuel and Eliza Brown. He died in 1832 by the looks of that. This ground is really, really dodgy. Very uneven. James Webb died in 1883, and Elizabeth, who's the wife of James, she died in 1867. Oh God, she was only 55 years old. That's so young. It's kind of interesting, that one. Reverend George Frederick Nicholas, formerly Fellow of King's College in Cambridge, Refector of Haddiscoe with tough monks for 22 years, died November the 5th, 1859, aged 65 years. Wow. I don't know who that is. I do like these simple crosses though. Quite awesome. This is sad to see, this one here. Benjamin Thomas Tiptodd or Typetodd. September 23rd, 1854. He's 64 years old. Sort of coming apart, unfortunately. Shame. 1857, 1848 and 1822. The Arman family there. And Armon. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to read that one, unfortunately. Finding a lot of hell of a lot of Williams. Wow, 1796, James, Could be Johnson. He was 80 years old. 1796, wow. So some obviously more modern grave markers, so 1992, 2015. There's some that are sunken right down. Another one there. William Alfred, beloved husband of Harriet Horne, who died November 20th, 1894, aged 54 years old. I can see John and Susan. I can't really see much more on that one, unfortunately, which is a shame. And that one, that's not legible at all. So William Wells, who died January, is that the 1st? 1780, he's 22 years old, for Christ's sakes. Rest in peace, William. Robert and Charlotte Walpole. '57. Wow, we'll make our way round. The graveyard goes round the other side as well, so we'll see what we everything we can see. I'm not going to climb over certain things, and if the ground looks too dodgy, then obviously I'll be very silly to be treading all over everything. Some more crosses there. Goes all the way down to the road. So just up there. Is that Randy? I can't make that name out. Barman. That's that Jacob and Harriet. Hello guys, hope you're resting in peace. It's interesting. Edith Beatrice Wales. And this grave is marking the final resting place of Benjamin. He died in December of 1819. It's leaning quite a bit. Okay, I can see coal, I can see Emma on that one. I can make out water on that one. Unfortunately, not much more I can read on there. (1931) Samuel White. John Beaver, Leonard Cully, John Rusted, Edmund Mack. Wow. Injuries received. So this monument is to the soldiers who died in the Great War. 1914 to 1918. And there's names there. So Absalom, Flaxman, William, Patrick, Harry's twice, Ernest, another Patrick. I can't read them very well. It's beautiful, look at that. Wow. Rest in peace, soldiers. Thank you for your service. So these are the names that are on the monument there. So I've bought some little flags to leave these brave soldiers. So I'm just going to put them in the ground by their monument. And as I said, rest in peace, guys. That'll be what we've just seen, really, won't it? See, a lot of them are falling over now. It happens, doesn't it? Unfortunately, these old graveyards, it does happen. It's a fact of life. The ground changes, doesn't it? Charles William Beaver, 1920, 1927. Mary Ann. They died for king and country. RFN Leonard Haynes, third son of George and Dorothy A. Haynes, who died at Northampton, October 24th, 1918, aged 18 years. My goodness. Oh my. Also of their second son, Sergeant George Henry Haynes, who was killed in action at Gaza, April 19th, 1917, 24 years old. Oh, Christ's sakes. Thank you for your service, guys. Rest in peace. I've no reason to believe you're not resting in peace, but I do like to say it. Of course, I'll leave them a flag. Poor parents losing both their sons. So sad. Breaks my heart, I tell you. It breaks my heart. "8 years old. Abraham. Is that Flaxman? United. Snare. Wow. Tiger Audrey Victoria Kelsey, 1920 to 2011. That's interesting, isn't it? Toad Wing CDR, Howard Charles Kelsey, 1920 to 2013. It's very interesting. Another soldier. Rest in peace. Thank you for your service. Any soldiers in anywhere, thank you for your service. I mean, you risk your life in these wars, especially back then. Look at that church though. Right, we'll have a look at these few just on this section here, and then we'll see if we can get into the church. It does say that it's open 24/7, so it'll be interesting. Charlotte, wife of John Durrant, who died February 1913. He was 88 years old. Way to go. Way to go. Both the 1800s, 1898. 1898. October the 22nd, 1898. August 16th, 1898. Mary Ann, 79 years old. And could be David Kett. It's Kett. He died in the October. 81 years old. Bless you. That is 1799. Looks like John Barlow. Jacob Elliott and Robert Mayhew, by the looks of it, 1827, 1826. Wow. And there's writing on top of that, but that is a little bit too worn for me to see. Very interesting. Let's go into the church before we look at the other side of the graveyard. Awesome tower. Wow. Look at this, guys. Names of the guys whose graves we've seen outside. Our brave soldiers. Their faces now, we can see them, we can see the name, faces behind the names. I'm sorry for the light glaring, but this is the best I can do. You could miss some of this detail just wandering around actually. There's the faces on the awesome. Lots of information leaflets. Goes without saying really, doesn't it? Beautiful flooring though. We have some people buried in here obviously, as in any church. Here lies the body of Jane, the wife of John. Buckingham, looks like, who died 8th day of May in the year of 1677. Wow. And here lies the body of John Buckingham, who departed this life after the 13th day of February in the year 1669. Rest in peace, guys. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Another John Buckingham, 16th of September 1712. They have a service in here, I think it's the last Sunday of every month. So it is actually still in use, which is nice. Not the face up there. There's definitely something about old churches, isn't there? I can't help it. I'm not religious, I know I've said that before, but I still appreciate the historic value of some of these buildings. John Alfred Arnsby Brown, a landscape painter. That's in memory of Mia Arnsby Brown. I'll look him up, see if I can find anything. Look at that. I don't know why I'm whispering, but I do. Now there's definitely some old markings up there, isn't there? Let's go a bit closer, see if I can see what it was. Okay, you can see it just about. It's very faded, but it's there. They're also faded, unfortunately. Now we saw the Grimmer name inside that church on some plaques, so I'll have to do some research on these guys too. It's difficult to read, but you can make out his name. Edward. I think the graves are listed on Find a Grave, so I can look up some names to see who I've been looking at. I think there's a monument to the Grimmer family. So 1800s. And I just read on this front bit here, Edwin, the 6th son who was drowned at sea. 1811, is it? Wow. That's sad. Elizabeth, wife of, would that be pronounced Barcham? Grice? Died in his sleep. No, it doesn't say that at all. Who departed this life, March 27th, 1849, 75. Looks like 1812. James. I can't make out that last name though. Letitia. It's a beautiful name. Letitia. Mary Ann Edwards. There's another one that's disintegrating slowly. There's some right over the back there as well, see? Just to check them out. Flaxman family in those two. William Fowler, 1866. In memory of Phoebe, the wife of Robert Rice. 1818. $17.97. There's several. Looks like that tree's grown up through the middle. Wow. I can't read in this side. I don't know if there's anything written on the other side, but we'll go round. Wow, totally hidden away. There is writing on there. I'm not going to be able to read that because of the ivy. I'm not going to start pulling it all off because that would be disrespectful, really. It's faded quite a lot. Okay. 1901, James B. Matilda. I'm not going to walk through that small gap because these are quite unsteady. Clearly it's all overgrown. I'm sorry guys, walking on top of you. Yeah, it's just the wall through there. And more bee family. Rachel, William B. James Garwood. Another James Garwood there. That looks like 1863. 1816. Wow. Have a view of the church. That awesome tower. So Richard and Hannah Brown, 85 years and 71 years old, 1862 and 1849. There's another Brown there, John Brown. I can make out Anna, maybe Maria. Can't read much more. Robert Newson, 77 years old, he passed away in 1883. And that's Charlotte Newson, 1887. William and Elizabeth Rose. So William is this son of Elizabeth. Oh, he died January 27th, 1880 something, 56 years old. So 1909, George Randolson as well. The Balls family, 1870, 1859, 1901. Oh, that's Gibbs, Robert Gibbs, Susan and Robert, 1901 and 1917 by the looks of it. Wow. More Flaxman, there's quite a few Flaxman naming the cemetery. But we walked around over that side, and this is the other side, obviously. Awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's no famous people here. There's some brave people. We've got the soldiers over there who died in service. And we've got a whole bunch of people here who we don't know, but who have all, in their own way, paved our way in history, haven't they? And that's for sure. And in my book, that makes every single one of them a notable grave. And I hope each and every person here is resting in peace. So this part here is newer. I've seen from sort of 1955 upwards. So I'm not really going to show those, but the grounds are really quite lovely. The graveyard, magnificent church, absolutely lovely. So guys, that's my visit to St Mary's Church in Haddiscoe, Norfolk, UK. Thanks for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and you want to see more content like this, please leave a thumbs up. Say hi in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. And please subscribe if you haven't, that would be very appreciated. Thanks for watching and take care everybody.